Hi, this is Angel Jones. I love great conversations where life's journey is communicated not only through words but tones and emotions. Explosive expressions that allow you to feel what they felt and learned. A fool learns only from his own mistake, while the wise learn from their own and from those others have made. Thanks for being here with us. Mckey, connected with Mckey from Romania. She's currently living in Budapest, Hungary. And, what stood out to me is her energy and that innocence that exists in her voice. She has, for the last 3 years, done amazing stuff. She graduated with her BA, and then she started working at 2 places, daytime and as a full-time translator, studying nighttime in a Japanese karaoke club. Get that, just to learn, Japanese. And in 2015, greatly, she was promoted to be the manager of the club, so she left the morning job. And 2 months ago, she published her first ebook on Amazon. Since then, she said that, she's published 2 more books and looking forward to live on her own terms soon. She's a hard worker, she's persistent, and she has a positive attitude. Enjoy this 12-minute conversation with Mckey. Good morning, Zoe. How are you today?
Hello, Angel. Thanks for having me here. I'm very fine. Sun is shining outside, so I'm super excited to have this podcast with you.
Wonderful. Which of your talents is responsible for us meeting?
Well, I guess my persistency to dig up possibilities. I was very eagerly Googling how to find the person with whom I can share my experiences, and wow, I found you. I'm so grateful. And I did this all my conscious life, I guess. I had to dig out possibilities. I moved from home when I was 14, 15-year-old kid, and since then I had to be resourceful to stay afloat. So yeah, I guess this is one of the main qualities that brought me here today to you. I learned a lot of stuff by moving in a new country where I knew nobody. So yes, it was a difficult time. I stopped just playing with dolls a year ago, and next year I had to deal with stuff like bank account opening, immigration offices, and other bureaucratic stuff. So it was crazy. Wow. So yes, I had to be persistent and diligent to learn the main rules of life, let's say.
Who did you learn the skill of persistence from?
This skill, let's call it grit. I learned it on my own skin. Which today feels great experience. Like, not many situations can shake me or make me desperate anymore. But I had to pay a great price for it being a kid. Long story short, my parents' business went bankrupt and they were even in a worse situation than I, so I couldn't get any financial aid from them. So I had to figure out everything myself. All they could do is to send me to this school in another country, to Hungary, from my home country, Romania, and with the hope of the better life to get there. And I got a scholarship for a good school with a free dormitory place, since I was a straight A student, but no food was included. So shameful enough or not, but in the first 2 months I had to borrow, let's say, from the common refrigerator from the dorm.
And why? Tell me something though. Why will you continue to operate in this level of grit and persistence?
Well, first of all, just going back to the story I was telling, I dislike the situation very much. So soon I made a deal with the kitchen lady that I will collect for her the dishes she's washing, and I will wash them, and in exchange she will give me the leftovers. So hands-on, but it was a very helpful situation for both. It was a win-win, let's say. And I would encourage everybody in a similar situation to not give up but not quit, and you have to start somewhere to get out of a hole you are in. It wasn't particularly happy for me to wash dishes, but I was grateful and I had this opportunity. And I kept, even in this condition, a positive attitude, and I strongly believe that it will be better and it became better. Another skill maybe I used was my sense of humor. I made fun of myself almost all the time in all the situations. If I had no better idea, I created funny dialogues in my head. What would the plates I washed tell to each other or me? Like, oh, stop it, don't scratch me so hard. So like, yeah. And I was, damn you, you're so dirty. Go back and shut up. Things like this.
Could you share, like, throughout this series of time, what is one thing you've done consistently over the past 3 years?
Yeah, well, I did in the past 3 years what I did like in the best 5 years. I worked my ass off, let's say so. And I also did university. So in the last 3 years, it wasn't so tragical, let's say, as my first years. So I was parallelly working and studying. I had 2 jobs actually in the past 3 years. So I was not living the typical campus life as my colleagues. I wanted to explore my potential to the fullest. I speak 5 languages, so I tried to do something with this skill, let's say. So I got hired to a multinational company as a translator, and I wanted to learn Japanese as well. So I applied for a job in a Japanese karaoke bar nighttime, since I had some more time to spare in the night. And like the princess of the movie, I don't know, do you know the Disney movie, The Princess of the Frog?
Yes.
Princess and the Frog? Yes, there is Tiara, and when she's like collecting her money to open her own restaurant, and she's like going home and falling in a bed, and 1 hour later the clock is ringing and she's getting up and she's going to work again. So that was my life.
Wow.
Basically.
How did it make you feel? How does that make you feel?
I felt satisfied. I still feel very satisfied. I feel that I didn't waste time. My classmates are just finishing university and they are in a panic that what the future will bring for them, what workplace they have, how will it look like. I'm far behind that point already. So I just encourage them that it's not such a big deal, and having a job, it's a practical part which unfortunately we don't learn in school, but like you can get the rhythm very quickly.
Why would you? Sorry, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I was just about to tell that I feel very eager to move on now from this very hasty and rushy life I'm living now, and I'm very curious what the future holds for me.
Excellent. Why would you suggest that someone do what you did?
In a similar situation when I was, well, if anybody happens to be in a situation I have been, being alone, being defenseless, and feeling that there is no way out of that spiral of bad events, then just fire these negative small talkers from your head. I mean, it's no need for them. Stay focused on the possibilities around you, and do not expect to find the winner lottery ticket from the first day. And start small. And there is this saying that fly. If you cannot fly, then run. Yeah. If you cannot run, then crawl, but always move forward. And I guess dishwashing was the sort of crawling phase for me. But now I feel that I'm sprinting and ready to blast off.
Love that. So enter into the time capsule with me. What is your earliest childhood memory?
Maybe Christmas is at home. When all my family was together, my grannies and parents, aunts, uncles, everybody, and it was very cozy, and I felt very safe and happy.
How old do you think you were?
I was around 4 or 5 from the first memory I've got. I still have a very clear picture about myself hiding my head inside of a pillow, because my mother used to say that Jesus Christ is bringing the presents in my country. At Christmas, Jesus Christ brings the presents.
Yeah.
And I wanted to peek him when he's bringing it, because at the age of 4, I didn't know that my parents were actually putting there. I strongly believe that Jesus will come here, and I wanted to see him. And I was trying to trick my mother with, I'm sleeping, I'm under the pillow.
It's funny. So why do you think this particular memory is so clear?
I think because these very happy and peaceful memories helped me through the hardest parts. I mean, when I was very low, I had the need to think about something nice from my life. And believe it or not, once I was a spoiled daddy's princess, And then I became the princess of the beggars, I guess. So yes, anyway, today I'm just a normal person who understands the low points life can bring you to, but I also know how wonderful simple things can be, and I can appreciate them a lot. And I only wish just for a peace of mind and happiness and a successful self-realization like everybody else does, I guess.
Wonderful. Thanks for sharing that. So now we enter into the yes or no section. Have you chosen?
Wow.
You ready? You ready for this? You ready for this?
Yes. Tell me.
Have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes, I did. Actually, I chose the entire world. I published 3 ebooks on Amazon. They are all about self-help, and they're mostly based on my own experience. I don't want to drink wine and preach water,
Yes.
But also a mixture of studies and well-known psychologists. So I wrote these books for myself in the first place, but then I realized that I might actually help a lot of people. So I think this is my legacy or heritage to pass these skills of survival, or better say, how to live a better life skills on.
Are you married?
No, I'm not.
Do you have children?
No, I don't.
Do you believe in God?
Yes, I do.
Your favorite song when you were 12 years old?
Good question. Well, I was a big fan of the 80s music and 90s music, so maybe I would say it was Don't Judge, Backstreet Boys. I Want It That Way.
I love that song.
Right? It's so cool.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes, I have my best friends, very close ones. Actually, they inspired me to write in the first place. They were the ones whom I was helping a lot with my own experiences and with my skills of survival, let's say. So they were always turning to me when they had a question, and I was answering them, and they could make a good development on themselves by taking these advices. So we have a very close bond between us.
Wonderful.
Because of this, I guess.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day or 3 hours a week?
I don't want to lie to you, but I think I haven't watched TV for 8 years or 9.
Wow. So Zoe, great pleasure. But in closing, is there anything you would like to share with our amazing audience?
Yes, I would like to share with amazing audience something with you. Well, I would like to encourage you to believe in God, in faith, but mostly in your own brain and the ability to move on and grow and be better than you were a day before. Just like Napoleon said, trust God, but keep the gunpowder dry. So it's up to you. It's up to you what you do with your future, and it's always possible. You can always take it to the next level. Like I did a few months ago, I launched my first ebook in February, and I got so caught up in them that I have so many things to say that I just simply cannot stop writing. And I feel that this is the calling I was waiting for, to spread my word and help others. And just yesterday, the personal story, and then I promise I finish. I got my first email from a man living in the US, how grateful he is and how much my ideas in my book helped him, and he didn't feel alone with his problem finally, and it was heartwarming. So if you think I could help you guys, just check my words on Amazon.com. Life is amazing, and people are capable to do wonderful things. So are you, so am I, and so is everybody. So just give it a shot for life and be positive.
Wonderful. It was great having you on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you, Angel. Thank you so much for having me.
This segment has been brought to you by Amazon Enterprise.